Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Drew B. Wilson. I own Call the Damn Leads, and I want to talk about show rates for appointments. Now, one of the most important things you can do when you get someone to schedule an appointment with you is actually get them to show up. And one of the easiest ways that I've learned to get people to show up to their appointments is to send them some reminders. People are people, and they're going to always do what they do best and do people things like forget about the important call that they had with you. So I like to create a calendar reminder, and I'm going to walk you through what I believe is a pretty standardized process that works really, really well to improve those show rates. And so we like to work inside the GoHighLevel platform. If you don't have one, I have a link down in the description. Get signed up. It's one of the greatest CRM platforms, has the biggest bang for your buck, the most features, the most things that you can do in one place without 96 different subscriptions. So if you don't have a CRM or you're not happy with the one you have, highly recommend getting on GoHighLevel. Check the link down in the description to get yourself signed up and get working on it. So what you're going to want to do once you're ready to build your calendar reminders. So first and foremost, you're going to have some calendars set up. So under the calendar settings, make sure you create a calendar. I'm not going to walk through that entire process for you. That should be done. But in a different video, we can definitely show you how to set up that calendar. But let's just say for this situation, I wanted to create a reminder for our 1 hour strategy call. Or let's just say the community onboarding call, to be simple, right? It's a quick 15 minutes. Someone buys something. We want to give them an opportunity to schedule a call and have a conversation to make sure they know how to use that thing. So we're going to use this community onboarding calendar to set up the call reminders. From there, we're going to go into the automations. Then we're going to go into the workflow list. So we're going to create a workflow. See, I like to organize everything into these little calendars, into these folders to organize myself. So under CRM management, I have calendar stuff, appointment reminders. So we have after the call, and then we have these reminders here actually set up. So let's look at community onboarding. You can see we've had 842 people go through here. And in a second, I can tell you what our actual show rates. I want to say they're in the 60 to 70% rate for these. So if we go to the onboarding, you're going to see here, we have a couple of triggers to set up this call and then a process to run through. So essentially the main trigger is when someone schedules in this calendar for community onboarding, right? They go into the calendar, they schedule the call. That's the trigger. We're going to add a tag so that we know they've booked a call, because I like to use tags to organize everything. I'm going to remove them from other workflows that could potentially interrupt this or cause trouble with this specific follow-up. We're adding them to the workflows that I need to remove them from our automated dialers, right? So if someone schedules a call, I don't want to automatically have them getting a dialed call from our team when they're already on the calendar. That wouldn't make sense. Why would we call you to check in when you've already scheduled a call with us? That just, so get organized. Make sure you're not sending people or sending the wrong message by calling someone that's already scheduled a call with you. So we're going to take them out of those workflows. I like to have opportunities. So we're going to make an opportunity, update it, let it know, hey, they've booked a call with us. So we're going to follow up. We leave a little note in the system regarding what the answers to the questionnaire in that follow-up form are. So for us, we like to know, hey, are you a solo producer, a team leader, or a business owner? What's your current goal and where are you at? And ultimately, what would you like to learn from this call? What would you like to get out of the conversation? Because those three things tell me where I can best fit the individual that I'm going to talk to and offer them the best service. Then this is the key, right? So someone signs up on to have a call with us. We want to send an immediate confirmation. So all of this stuff here is happening within the first minute to 2 minutes of them scheduling on the calendar. So we're going to send them this immediate reminder. You guys want to see what that looks like? Let's take a looky here. You can see, hey, congratulations, you took the first step. Here's the details, the date, the time, the location, what to expect. When you give a very clear expectation for people, it makes it a lot easier for them to show up, to understand what's going to happen when they get there. So we like to make it very, very easy. I also like to include these down at the bottom where You can add it to your Google or Outlook calendar, right? Makes it easier to get on there for them to get the reminders, and then a simple reschedule or cancellation. This way, no hard feelings. It's very, very simple for them. And if anyone ever says, hey, I need to reschedule, it's easy. Hey, there's a link in the email at the bottom. Hit that and schedule to whatever is most convenient for you. So going back into the automation here. What I like to do then is wait 5 minutes. We're removing certain tags, again, that would put them into our automated dialer. Shout out to dialer.io. And then we send an SMS confirmation. Same thing. Hey, we're confirming your call on this day and time. Please reply yes to confirm, no to reschedule. This is a big deal. We get a pretty significant reply rate here. And the biggest thing is they're just confirming that they've gotten the invite and that they plan to be there. So then we like to add a little wait section, doing some more removal of tags and workflows just to make sure there's no confusion, nobody gets crossover. Now, leading up to the appointment, I like to have a 24-hour reminder. So we would put in a wait for leading up to the event 24 hours prior, so 1 day prior. Now, let's just say they scheduled the call this morning and it's for this afternoon. I certainly wouldn't want them to say, hey, your call is tomorrow, when it might be 3 or 4 hours later. So we use the setting of skipping outbound communication if it's already past this time. So if it's more or less than 24 hours to the call, it's just going to skip this email step so that it doesn't send any inappropriate messages that wouldn't fit in the flow. So we send the 24-hour reminder. Then I like to send one 4 hours prior to the call. I think that's a good reminder. So you might get it in the morning for an afternoon call, or you might get it right after lunch if you have a real late call. You might get it real early in the morning if you have an early morning call, right? So the 4 hours and then 30 minutes. So, 24-hour reminder, a 4-hour reminder, and a 30-minute reminder. It's not overly aggressive, but it does behoove the individual to respond if they cannot make it. And so what I can say is it definitely increased my show rates, and all of our clients that we've installed this for, it's drastically increased their show rates. But the most important thing is that people are engaging. It's creating that reminder for them to actually participate. And inside the emails that we're sending, again, we're just breaking down what to expect, how to get the most out of the call, how to reschedule if necessary. So we're just creating additional familiarity with the prospect as we're moving them closer to the conversation. And then one thing that I also like to do is after the call, let's say we have a conversation and they're interested in, we just want to say thank you. We have an after the call reminder that goes out that just says thank you. So what's cool about GoHighLevel is to give you a chance to update your appointment status on the calendar event. So you can update that calendar from confirmed to showed, and then have it trigger this automation that basically just sends out an email that says, hey, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Here's the next steps. Here's all your materials. Here's what to do. See you there. So this is all automated, and these reminders and these thank yous, they go out as long as I follow the right steps of giving the person a calendar link to sign up on and then marking the call as complete when finished. Let's say they're a no-show. I can mark the calendar as a no-show for the event, and it will send a different email saying, hey, I'm sorry we missed you. We would love to reschedule if you're still available, but please let us know because we don't want to waste any time. And so all of this can be automated. All of this can be created to save you a ton of time, not have to manually remind people to show up to the calls. And the greatest thing is when you automate it, you don't have to think about it. So every single time it happens the same way, and it makes it really easy to track. So if I wanted to show you guys some statistics and go to reporting, let's look at the appointment report. Close this little guy here. Oh, come on. There we go. So if we wanted to look at our community onboarding calendar, let's just look at everything this year that we've scheduled. So we've booked 78 calls. We have one confirmed from today that I have to mark as a show. We have 23 that have canceled, 41 shows, 13 no-shows, 6 rescheduled. So you can see by just being very on top of things, we have about a 60% show rate something like that. Very few no-shows, handful of reschedules. And really the biggest thing is we have consistent data. It's easy to know where everyone is. We can track that, and they're constantly getting those reminders. Because prior to having these reminders, oh man, it probably would have been a 20 to a 30% show rate. And I can't go back far enough in time to show you those statistics, but I can say if you're not using calendar reminders, you should be. And I hope this video helped. Once again, if you have questions, get stuck, need something, you can message us directly over at callthedamnleads.com. If you don't have a CRM and you need to sign up for one, hit the link down below. Go sign up for GoHighLevel. Get yourself set up. I know it will help you. Thanks for stopping. Crush the day before it crushes you.
When the doubt gets loud, but answer that call. Vision ain't real till you grind at speed, so breathing deep. Then call the damn leads. Call the damn leads.